Okay, so I'm going to walk you through day 3 of my training program. So essentially this is day 3 and 6. So again, I'm still doing 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps. Today I'm going to be doing 3 exercises, but 2 of them are going to be a superset. When we do a superset, it's back-to-back exercises, and then I take my rest. The first one I'm going to do is an Arnold press. So I have 20s here, and then I have 18s because I'm not sure where I'm going to start. I was doing, I think, 25 to 30 before baby came. So we'll see where I'm at around there. But again, try not to compare who I am today to who I was then as far as like my lifting. So when I'm doing this, I'm going to pick them up, but I'm going to still think of engaging my core and focusing on my breath work while I'm picking them up. I don't want to pick something up and just kind of like put a bunch of downward pressure into the pelvic floor. So that's something to consider postpartum. So I'm going to try the 20s because I'm thinking, okay, I can probably do about 8 reps with that. Now, if you're new to exercise and you haven't gone through different training phases with different sets and reps, I would highly encourage you to push yourself and just go heavier. If you know, like I told a client actually the other day, I said, you'll know when it's too heavy because if you're questioning it, you should probably go heavier. But there's going to be a point where you pick it up and you go, oh no, oh no, oh no. That's the point where you drop it back down. So I'm going to go into that deadlift stance. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to clean. Here we go. And we're going to do Arnold press. So my palms are going to face me. I'm going to come out, press overhead. And actually, this is pretty freaking heavy, but we're going to try it. So I am a slight bend in my knees. And then thinking of hugging that baby like I did in pregnancy. So I'm going to come up. So there's 1, 2, 3. So inhaling, exhaling. 4, 5. This is a good shoulder and upper back exercise. 7, 8. Good. Yeah, and I don't want to go any heavier. So if anything, I would drop to 18s. It's been about 3 weeks since I've actually lifted something. So there is going to be a little bit of fatigue. That's more earlier onset than it was before because I'm deconditioned. And that's not to say I lost all my muscle or I lost all my strength. It's more so to say like, I just haven't worked out in 3 weeks. And what I was doing was more mobility and reconnecting focused and rehab focused. So maybe jumping to the 20s wasn't the best because I'm clearly pretty winded. I'm going to take my 1-minute rest and then assess. Maybe I go down to the 18s, but then I think, okay, well, I did 3 sets of 8 or 1 set of 8 with the 20s. Do I take a longer rest and maybe try again to do the second and third set with the 20s? Or maybe I do drop down and go up in reps. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I imagine I'll stay with the 20s, but that's how I would usually walk through that real quick and just kind of assess. So next week, what I may do is stay with the 20s and I stay with the 8 reps, or maybe I go to 9 reps. And so this is different ways to progressively overload. So again, if I drop weight, I'm going to go up in reps. If I stay with the weight, I'm going to stay same reps or even just go maybe a little bit more in the reps, but not a significant amount. So I'm going to do my second and third set, and then I'll walk you through what I'm going to do next with the supersets. So going back to the TRX as we did in video 2 of my workout right now, I'm going to do skull crusher, which is triceps and bicep curls as a superset. So I'm going to do 3 sets, 8 to 10. So I'll do 3 sets of 8 to 10, or excuse me, I'll do 1 set of 8 to 10 of the skull crushers and then immediately go into the bicep curls. Then I'll take my 1-minute rest. When I'm going through this, again, so the further back my feet are, the more challenging it's going to be as opposed to more upright my feet are. So I'm going to start kind of moderate of where I think I should be. Skull crushers, I want to feel it in my triceps. And I'm going to exhale as I push, inhale as I come back down. These are actually relatively easy. Again, that same plank positioning that I used with the push-up / chest press in the video 2. I think that's 5, 6, we'll say 7. The other secret to being a trainer is you never know what rep count your clients are on. So if I was a client, I wouldn't know what rep count I was on either. So I'm going to come back here. And then with the bicep curls, I'm going to come back, curling to my shoulders. I end up seeing a lot of clients doing like a pull with this guy. That's not what we're looking for. So again, feeling it in the biceps, coming to the shoulders. Elbows are fixed on my body. And again, I've got a nice rigid body nice and straight, engaging my abs. I think that's 7, 8, we'll say. Exhale as I'm coming up. Inhale as I'm coming back down. 9, 10. Good. So I'm going to do 2 more sets of that, and then I'll walk you through a core exercise that we can use for day 3 and 6. Okay, so another core exercise you can do, and again, I'm going to make a video of core exercise movements if it hasn't been posted already. So I'm going to take a resistance band. Again, you can use something at home, or if you have weights at home, we can do this without the resistance band and just do a press out with the weight. What I'm going to do, similar to the high to low, is I can do this in a half kneeling position and a double kneeling position or a standing position. Today I'm going to show you a standing position. So the Pallof press, what I'm going to do again, hand is on the inside, that is holding the, hit the microphone. That's holding the, what is this called? Handle, thank you. So I'm going to come here. I want it about mid-belly height. So my belly button's here, chest is here. So let's say diaphragm, or just where the ribs start to meet the belly. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to create some tension, slight bend in the knees, and I'm going to press out and bring it back in. So the further out I am and the more resistance band I have, the harder it's going to be. It's an anti-rotation exercise. So for me, that position here was a little bit too easy. I do want to create a challenge, but there's that fine line. Am I creating a challenge and still engaging my body and my core and my breathing, or am I just making it harder because I perceive that harder is better? So we're going to find that fine line. I'm going to come here. Slight bend in the knees, shoulders roll down and back. I don't want them shrugged up by my ears. I'm going to press out. Inhale as I come back in. Exhale. There's 2, 3, 5. So again, 6. If 6 is challenging enough, I may stop there. 7. I'm going to go for 8. 8. And I will say next week, maybe I try for 7 or 8. I'm going to switch sides, so essentially face the other direction and do 8 there. I'm going to repeat that for 2 more sets. So that'll be my days 3 and 6 exercises. Again, 3 things. I'm currently at 21 minutes, but it's also because I've been videoing, so that takes a little bit longer. So I would say anywhere from 12 to 17 minutes for these. And again, if the baby woke up and I needed to go inside, I would stop and then come back out here, or just resume where I was at, whether it's in the house, and then pick up the exercises from there. So if you found this video helpful, if you have any questions on these movements, please comment below. Let me know what you think. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.